Good morning all of you. Welcome to my YouTube channel Manu Search Institute. Today I am going to start coordinate geometry of NCERT class 10th. In this chapter so many things are there which we have to discuss. So much we will get around with so many formulas. First of all I will teach you all the basic things which you have studied in your previous class. From there we will start and we will continue to the topic of 10th class coordinate geometry. And all the formulas, everything I will explain in details. So I am going to start the introduction part. First of all, I want to explain what is Cartesian plane. When two number lines intersect each other perpendicularly, then it produces a Cartesian plane. Okay, what does it say? So when two number line intersect each other perpendicularly, means they make 90 degree when they will intersect. Okay, then they produces a Cartesian plane. This is called as a Cartesian plane. Okay, the horizontal line is called as x-axis and the vertical number line is called as y-axis. Getting? This horizontal number line is called as x-axis, vertical number line is called as y-axis. This side all the numbers are positive according to the number line, and this side all the numbers are negative. Okay, this side, left side, all the numbers are negative. This is called as origin. This is called as origin O. So this side it is called as positive x-axis. This is called as negative x-axis. This is called as positive y-axis. And this side it is called as negative y-axis. Okay, it is named as x, x dash for negative side, y dash for negative side. Okay, this Cartesian plane gives us four quadrants. Okay, there are four quadrants in the Cartesian plane. This is taken as first quadrant because both the points are plus here. X point is also plus and y coordinate is also plus. So both the coordinates are plus, that's why it is taken as first quadrant. This is second quadrant because x-axis is minus, y-axis is plus here. Okay, this is taken as second quadrant. This is taken as third quadrant. X-axis is minus, y-axis is also minus here. Okay, this is taken as fourth quadrant. Plus and minus, plus for x-axis, minus for y-axis. So there are four quadrants in the Cartesian plane we will get. Okay, some important point I want to tell you regarding the coordinate geometry. Okay, so the first point is name of x point is called as abscissa. Okay, x point is called as abscissa. Name of y point is called as ordinate. Okay, x point is called as abscissa, y point is called as ordinate. Both x and y points are called as coordinate. Fourth point, any point on x-axis is equals to taken as x comma 0. If you want to plot any point on x-axis, then here y ordinate will be 0. Okay, here only we will get x points. There are no y points we will get on x-axis. Similarly, any point on y-axis is equals to 0 comma y. If it is asked what is the point of y-axis is, you can write 0 comma y. What is the point on x-axis? It is x comma 0. On x-axis x point we will get, y point will be 0, and on y-axis abscissa will be 0, ordinate will be y. Okay, last is the coordinate of origin is 0 comma 0 because at this point both x is 0 as well as y is 0. So this point is taken as 0 0. the point of origin is 0 comma 0. These are the things, these are the important things which you have studied already in the previous class. Now we will start the topic of 10th class coordinate geometry. So now we will learn distance formula. Okay, this is the first formula which will be used to solve the questions from exercise 7.1. Whenever there are 2 points, suppose A and B, whenever there are 2 points A and B, and we have to find the distance between them, so we will use this formula. Okay, what is this formula? If first point I will take as x1 y1 and second point I will take as x2 y2, then the distance between AB will be given by x2 minus x1, that is second minus first whole square, plus y2 minus y1 whole square root. This is the distance formula. To find the distance between any 2 points, you can use this formula. Okay, this can also be used as find the length of AB, either find the length of PQ, either it will ask find the length of distance between PQ, then we can use this formula. Getting all of you? So distance formula means this formula will help us to find the distance between any 2 points. It can be AB, it can be PQ, any 2 point, their distance if we have to find out, we will use this formula. Okay, so I will use the formula to solve a question so that you will be able to understand easily. First of all, we will draw a small line. We will draw a line A PQ. Okay, the name are given PQ. P is 4 comma 2, Q is 7 comma 5. Name it as, always the first point will be x1 y1 and the second point will be x2 y2. Okay, name the coordinates along with x1 y1, x2 y2. Now the distance between PQ, formula is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square root. This is the formula to find out the distance between any 2 points. Okay, so now we will substitute the values. X2 how much? X2 is 7 minus 4 whole square plus y2 is 5 minus 2 whole square root. 7 minus 4 is 3 square, 5 minus 2 is 3 square. Okay, 3 square is 9 plus 9. 9 plus 9 is root 18. Root 18 is 3 root 2. So the distance between PQ is 3 root 2. In this way, by using the formula in this way, you can find out the distance between any 2 points. Whether it is variable, whether it is negative, whether it is positive coordinates, we can find out the distance between any 2 points. Okay, so we will use the formula to solve the questions from exercise 7.1. So now we will start exercise 7.1. In the first question of this exercise, it is given find the distance between the following points. Okay, there are some points, we have to find out the distance between them. In the first bit, question is given 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1. These are the 2 coordinates. So I will just draw a line and I will name it as AB. The first point is 2, 3 and second point is 4, 1. Okay, and we know the first point can be denoted as x1 y1 and second point will be denoted as x2 y2. Okay, now to find the distance between AB, we have to use distance formula, that is AB equals to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square root. Okay, they will come under square root. Okay, x2 is 4 minus 2 whole square plus y2 is 1 minus 3 whole square root. Okay, 4 minus 2 is 2 square plus 1 minus 3 is minus 2 square. Okay, now 2 2s are 4 plus minus plus we will get 2 2s are 4 again. 4 plus 4 is 8, square root 8. So the distance between AB is 2 root 2. Okay, second bit. In the second bit, questions are given minus 5, 7 and minus 1, 3. So just draw a line, name it as AB, either PQ. So I will name it as PQ, minus 5, 7, first point, and second point is minus 1, 3. Okay, these are the 2 points we got. Now we will find the distance between PQ. Okay, the distance between PQ is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. Okay, so x2 minus x1 means second minus first. Second is minus 1 minus minus 5. Okay, so use a bracket to write negative sign. Whole square plus y2 is 3 minus 7 whole square. Okay, square root. Now minus 1 will be as it is, minus minus plus 5 whole square plus 3 minus 7 is minus 4 whole square. Okay, minus 1 plus 5 is plus 4 whole square minus 4 whole square. Okay, plus 4 whole square is 16 plus minus minus is plus 4 for the 16. 16 plus 16 we will get 32. PQ is 32 square root. So square root of 32 is, the value of PQ will be 4 root 2. This much is the distance between P and Q. Okay, bit. In the third bit, questions are given a comma b and minus a comma minus b. So we will name it as AB. A is AB, B is minus a comma minus b, x1 y1 and x2 y2. Okay, now the distance formula is AB equals to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square square root. Okay, x2 is how much? X2 is minus a, we will write here, minus x1 is a whole square plus y2 is minus b whole square. Okay, minus a minus 2a whole square minus b minus 2b whole square square root. Minus minus is plus, 2 2s are 4 a square minus minus is plus, 2 2s are 4 b square. Okay, so 4a square plus b square we got, 4 we will take out common, so we will get a square plus b square square root. Okay, what is the square root of 4? Square root of 4 is 2 and a square plus b square will be written inside the square root. So this much will be the answer of the third bit. Okay, next, now question number 2. In question number 2 it is given, find the distance between the points this and this. Okay, can you now obtain the distance between the 2 points A and B discussed in section 7.2. Section 7.2 is given in the first page of exercise 7. Okay, so first of all we will find out the distance between these two. So I will name it as A and B. A is 0 comma 0, B is 36 comma 15. Okay, so the distance between AB will be x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square square root. X2 is 36 minus 0 whole square plus 15 minus 0 whole square. Okay, so 36 minus 0 is 36 whole square plus 15 minus 0 is 15 whole square. 36 square is 1296 plus 15 square is 225 square root. When we will add both, we will get 1521 square root, and square root of 1521 is 39. So the distance between AB is 39. Okay, so the distance between AB is 39. Now it is asking, can you now obtain the distance between the 2 points A and B discussed in section 7.2. You see in section 7.2 a diagram is given, triangle diagram, where A point is at origin, B point is given at point 36. The B point coordinates are 36 comma 15. So obviously we can find out the distance between two towns if, yes, we can calculate the distance between two towns if town A is situated at origin, that is 0 comma 0, okay, like this, and B town is situated at 36 comma 15, and the distance between two towns will be, the distance between two towns will be 39, either kilometer or meter. 39 kilometer or meter. So the distance between AB will be 39. Okay. So in this way we can able to find out if town A is situated at 0, 0 and town B is situated at 36 and 15. Okay. Next question. In third question it is given, determine if the points this, and this are collinear. Okay. So what is collinear? I will explain. Suppose a straight line is there where 3 points are lying. If all the 3 points are lying in a straight line, then we will say that ABC are collinear. If the 3 points will be given randomly here and there, like suppose A is here, B is here and C is here. Okay, so you can easily able to see that these 3 points are not in a straight line. If all the 3 points are lying in a straight line like this, then we will say that ABC are collinear. If the 3 points are given randomly here and there and they are not in a straight line, then they are not collinear. Collinear meaning is all the 3 points should lie in a straight line. So these are the 3 points lying in a straight line. But how to prove that they are collinear? So if A is 1,5, B is 2,3, C is -2, -11. Okay, these are the coordinates of ABC. We will assume that they are collinear. They are in a straight line. So how to prove they are in a straight line? If the distance between AB plus BC will give us AC. Okay, if the distance between AB plus BC give us AC total length, then all the 3 points are collinear. Like suppose this is 2 cm we got, this is 3 cm we got, then definitely AC must be 5, because 2 plus 3 is 5. If we are getting more than 5, less than 5, if we are not getting 5, means ABC are not in collinear. Okay, so we will solve the question. So first of all I will find out the distance between AB. x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square square root. x2 is 2 minus 1 whole square, y2 is 3 minus 5 whole square square root. 2 minus 1 is 1 square, 3 minus 5 is -2 square, 1 square is 1, plus minus minus plus 2 2s are 4, 1 plus 4 is √5. So AB I got √5. Now we will find out the distance between BC. BC is again same formula, x2 minus x1 second minus first whole square, y2 minus y1 whole square square root. Okay, just look at B and C. x2 is -2 minus 2 whole square plus y2 is -11 minus 3 whole square square root. Minus minus plus, so -4 square plus minus minus plus -14 square. 4 square is 16, 14 square is 196. The addition of these two number will give us 212 square root. So the distance between BC is 212 square root. Okay, now the third point which we have to find out, the distance between A and C. A is 1,5 and C is -2, -11. AC is again x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square square root. x2 is -2, y2 is 1, x1 is 1 whole square plus y2 is -11 minus 5 whole square. Okay, its value we will get -3 square plus -16 square. -3 square is 9 plus -16 square is 256. 256 plus 9 is 265 square root. This is the value of AC. So we are finding out whether the point A, B, C are collinear or not. That means they are in a straight line or not. So I said we should check AB plus BC should be always equals to AC. Okay, AB plus BC should be always equals to AC. So AB how much we got? Root 5, and BC how much we got? Root 212 equals to root 265. Obviously this sum is not equals to the square root of 265. As this cannot be added, we will not get the result as 265. So AB plus BC equals to not equals to AC. AB plus BC is not equals to AC. That means A, B and C are not collinear. Okay. Now question number 4. In question number 4 it is given, examine whether 5, -2, 6, 4 and 7, -2 are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. What is an isosceles triangle? In an isosceles triangle, any two sides will be equal. In an isosceles triangle, any two sides will be equal. So we have to find out the distance between all the 3 points, and we have to check the distance between which 2 points are equal. Either AB is equals to AC, or AB is equals to BC, or AC is equals to BC. So we have to find out the distance between, suppose A is 5 -2, B is 6, 4 and C is 7 -2. So we have to find out the distance between AB, BC and AC, and we have to check which two sides are equal. Okay, so first of all we will find out the distance between AB. x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 square root. x2 is 6, y2 is 4 minus -2 bracket for -2 whole square root. 6 minus 5 is 1 square plus 4 minus plus 2 whole square root. 1 square is 1, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 square is 36, square root of 36, 36 plus 1 is 37. So we got the distance between AB is root 37. Now we will find out the distance between BC. Again, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square root over is 7 minus 6 whole square minus 2 minus 4 whole square minus 6 is 1 square plus minus 2 minus 4 is minus 6 whole square. Okay, 1 square is 1, minus minus plus 6 6 ja 36. So 1 plus 36 is 37. So we can see that root 37 is equals to root 37. That means AB equals to BC. Still we have to find out the distance between AC, whether all the 3 sides are equal or not, to check that. Okay, so we'll find out the distance between AC. x2 minus x1 whole square root. x2 minus x1 means 7 minus 5 whole square plus minus 2 minus minus 2 whole square root. We will get 7 minus 5 2 square minus 2 minus minus plus 2 whole square root. Minus plus minus cancels, this is 0. So 2 square is power of 4 is 2. So AC we got 2. So definitely AB is equals to BC, it is given, that is root 37. So these are the 3 points are definitely the sides of the vertices of an isosceles triangle. Okay, so this gives the conclusion that AB is equals to BC. Okay, AB is equals to BC. So these are the points, these are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. Okay, thank you all of you. I hope you might have understood whatever I have explained. If you have any queries or doubt, you can ask me in my comment box. Next video will be uploaded soon. Thank you for watching my videos. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you all of you.